Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss about civics. The topic is Nagar Panchayat and Municipal Council. Before this video, we have discussed much more about the chapter through online class as well as explanation of the videos. So we have a new video related to this topic, that is Nagar Panchayat and Municipal Council. What is difference between two these? What are functions of Nagar Panchayat and Municipal Council? All these things will come out through this discussion. Let's carry on. Nagar Panchayat is the local self-government in small towns. The members of the Nyaya Panchayat are also elected, and the number of members varies from one town to another depending on its size and population. Usually it varies between 9 to 20. A Nagar Panchayat is elected for a period of 5 years. Its functions are similar to those of the municipal corporation. Local self-government in small cities is known as the municipal council or municipality. Its members are also elected from the different wards. The city is divided into some seats are reserved for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and women. Members of the state legislature and the parliament residing in the city also become members of the municipal council. The council is elected for a term of 5 years. The head of the municipal council is the commissioner or the president. He works in association with some officers appointed by the state government. The functions of the municipal council are similar to that of the municipal corporation. Next, that is community protest. What is community protest? Let's find it. Mr. Mathur and some other residents went to the ward councillor Shanta Devi's house to protest against the erratic water supply. Shanta Devi assured them that she would look into the problems and that is that it would be solved soon. However, even after 2 weeks, there was no improvement in the situation. A group of people shouting slogans marched towards Shanta Devi's house, demanding to know why the water problem had not been sorted out. There was a lot of agitation. People from the media also gathered. Finally, the police had to be called and the protesters were promised a meeting with the municipal commissioner. They went to the municipal commissioner further and kept their demand there. Next day, the group of people, along with Shanta Devi, went to the municipal corporation office and met the municipal commissioner. They handed him a petition signed by all the residents of their area, demanding an end to the problem of future scarcity. Finally, the protest ended as the commissioner assured them that the problem would be solved soon. While the citizens do have the right to protest, and express their grievances. While the citizens do have the right to protest and express their grievances, it is important that they should not do it in any manner that would disrupt normal life. So, instead of rallies and dharnas, more peaceful methods such as signature campaigns can be organized. Some concerns of urban administration. Waste disposal. One of the major concerns of urban administration is the effective disposal of waste. Open and overflowing garbage dumps are normally an eyesore, but they also lead to various diseases. The garbage dumps should be cleared every day, and there should be enough bins on the roads for people to dispose garbage properly. There should be provision for environment friendly garbage bins for waste disposal where biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste can get collected separately. While it is the duty of the urban administration to provide proper garbage disposal facilities, it is the duty of all the citizens to utilize these facilities to keep their city clean and hygiene. E-waste. Today, we use different types of electronic products such as computers, mobile phones, television, and washing machine. What happens to them after they stop functioning? Such electronic waste is called e-waste. Proper disposal of e-waste is a major concern because many of these electronic items might contain harmful chemicals. Large e-waste centers are located in Delhi, Meerut, Firozabad, and Chennai. Workers working here face many health hazards. Poor methods of disposal of e-waste leads to the release of harmful toxins into the environments. The government has formulated certain guidelines so that e-waste does not contribute to pollution and can be reused and recycled. That's all. Rest we shall see in the next video. Till then, goodbye.